Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of 3 Geeks Flix. We've got a two-parter here for you tonight. Joining me as always is the man with a deep secret that he might tell me later, the Muse, Justin Kyle. Say hello everyone, Justin.
Hello everyone.
Yes, and of course, I am the Tech, Mitchell Wright. We're back. This was, of course, like I said, is a two-parter trailer break night for you all. Gonna do my best to get them both up in time. But hey, Blade Runner 2049, folks. The trailer has dropped. There is much to be said. Before I do, of course, I'm gonna go through the cast. Now, the director is Denis Villeneuve. I don't know if I did that justice. I watched the little interview, sit down, live event they had on Facebook, and that's kind of how the guy said it there, and right. I quite can't emulate it, so sorry. But going down the cast, Ana de Armas, Dave Bautista, Ryan Gosling, Robin Wright, Jared Leto, Harrison Ford, Lenny James from The Walking Dead, Edward James Olmos is back, and there are more. I don't know them. I don't really care like going through them, so get on IMDb, look them up, look into them more. That's your job, not mine. And as I always do, I look to you, good Muse, and say, Justin, give it to me. What you got?
Man. So the first Blade Runner is a cult classic, rightfully so. It was groundbreaking.
Yes.
With what Ridley Scott did at the time, that was that his follow-up to Alien? Was that his follow-up film to Alien? Do we know that? I think he did Alien, and then he immediately did this, right? Like 2 or 3 years down the road?
I believe so.
Okay. So this is the film, Alien, when it came out, we've talked about this at length. This is one of your favorite films, Tech, as it should be.
Yes.
Alien was also groundbreaking, but this was the film, Blade Runner, I think you said in 82, or it was 81?
82.
82. When it came out, this was like, okay, Ridley Scott is officially a force to be dealt with, right, in the cinematic world.
Absolutely.
This is what forever engraved his name in the Mount Rushmore of groundbreaking sci-fi directors, right?
Right.
It solidified his face on that mountain.
Very much so, yeah. Very much so.
He is an executive producer on this. He still got his hand in it, as is he obviously in the franchise.
Oh yeah.
The director, I don't want to butcher his name, but it's like Denis Villeneuve or something like that. I don't. Yeah. You did probably better than I did. He is one of my favorite working directors. He did Prisoners. I don't know if you've seen Prisoners. That is one of the best suspense thrillers in the past decade, in my opinion.
Right.
He did Arrival.
Yes, he did.
Last year. That was a fantastic film.
Yes.
You've heard me talk about that.
Yes.
He's done Sicario.
Mm-hmm.
He's done Enemy.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't made a bad film yet. And his style, like every great director, is signature. When you see a Christopher Nolan film, if you didn't know it was Christopher Nolan, you know who the director was. If you saw a Spielberg film in his prime without knowing who the director was, J.J. Abrams, Ridley Scott, the list goes on and on, right? He's going to be there. He's already there.
Yeah.
It was really mysterious, the first trailer. This one, it's unique. It's definitely the director style, but it feels this in the same vein as the original Blade Runner. The epic landscape, the lighting, the mysteriousness, the color schemes, the everything about it, man. It got me really excited at first when I hear something like that, especially when it comes to that kind of franchise, I'm like, don't touch that, right?
Right. Yeah. Absolutely, man. You've heard me say that.
Correct. When I saw the teaser, it was good, and then you see this one, and you're like, okay, you have my attention. It's okay. You can play with that for a little bit. Just don't break it. Don't break it.
Right. Don't break it. Very true. Man, I can't agree with you more. Cyberpunk is alive and well. This franchise is alive and well. They have a man in Denis Villeneuve that loves this movie, loved it when it first came out, always wanted to step into the world of sci-fi, and has a great homage to this. I love to hear that a lot of these sets were practical and on a very large scale. You did not mess with a lot of green screen in this, and I think that's awesome. Of course, there's going to be CG and green screen. We've seen shots that are going to be CG and green screen. But as far as the cast, folks, top shelf, heavyweights in their time right now, man. It's awesome. The visuals, I love that opening scene when that car is flying by, and it's like the Atari building. It's like, kind of taking me back. Taking me back.
Yep.
The dark, rainy skies, the bright neon lights of the city, the barren wasteland, the boxy yet pyramidal style of the buildings. It's all there. You're back in that world. And the story itself, I love that it sounds like it's going to carry on, or it seems it's going to carry on, especially with my boy Leto doing that dialogue, that little monologue throughout the whole trailer of the deeper meaning on what it means to be alive. What is it to be alive, to have life, to be human? And it's really what that first movie kind of left you with. And at the end, you didn't know who the bad guy was. I mean, you really didn't know. You felt bad for him. And did you really cheer for Deckard? No, not necessarily at the end. So a lot of back and forth, but then the music, it's the classic timeless music that it's always been, that it will be. It will go down in history as. I mean, Ridley Scott was a visionary. It was amazing. The people involved in this are gods amongst men again. And yeah, I'm fanboying a bit, but I'm so excited to see that they have, like you said, handled this well with kid gloves. I was blown away, and kind of like I did the red balloons in the It trailer, my phrase for this one is 35 years worth the wait. 35 years worth the wait. So,
very nice.
Given all that, what is your number?
Well, I want to touch on a couple of great points you made. Number one, the visuals, when you said obviously there's CGI, considering the first Blade Runner, you have to do CGI.
Yes.
But it looks like, considering the craftsman, which is the director, he is a craftsman. Mm-hmm. He is a true craftsman with his visuals and everything.
Absolutely.
It's got signature Blade Runner elements. We talked about the music. I don't think this film, this is just a guess, I don't think this film is going to have as big of a impact on filmmaking as the first one did. It's going to surprise me a lot if this just changes the game as much as the first one.
Okay.
Right?
Understandable.
That is to be understandable, right? No
right.
Any more or less. As far as the trailer and the anticipation and the overall with what they were trying to do, I was already excited about this. Just and I'm sure you were, just knowing who we are.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's quite 10 quality, if I'm honest.
Okay. I can agree.
I will give this a great 9 quality. It's a good. In other words, I think the best trailer for this movie is yet to come. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So
I can agree with you. Because I think as well it is a 9. Right. It is an on par all the way, easy to say 9 of a trailer. It set us up. It left us wanting more. It gave us some great shots. We got to see some integral people. I think a lot of the great action scenes and a lot of the pivotal kind of monumental scenes are left to be seen. It did all the things right it needed to and brought us back to that world and left us wanting more. So, absolute 9.
Okay, so what was your favorite part of the trailer? Was it the opening monologue by your boy? JL.
My opening monologue by the boy JL. Yeah, I have to say, just kind of to see what his character's like, and if a lot of y'all know Leto, he is very deep in his thought as he is in his music, in his craftsmanship, and how he handles things, and I think this is a very on-par fitting role for him to play, and especially great to see him follow it up with something like this after Suicide Squad.
Well, people can talk about Suicide Squad. The problem with Suicide Squad was not Jared Leto.
No.
I respect what he tried to do. No one is going to disrespect his acting abilities.
Oh, no.
Right?
And I'm not doing that. I'm just saying it's good to see him follow up on something like this and have something that's going to give him the screen time and the ability to show his talent, much like he did on Dallas Buyers Club.
Right. I think it's a great choice for him for his career. I mean, Suicide Squad, I think to touch on your point, I think he was thinking Suicide Squad was going to be like this project is going to be. I think he had just about a high hopes. I think Suicide Squad,
it was supposed to be.
Deliver.
It was supposed to be.
Right. Okay, so my favorite part of the trailer is very, very simple. I want to ask you some questions.
Yes.
Well, that line was said just because not only the delivery of it, the lighting, the composition of the shot, the moment of the trailer, but what that line implies with this story.
Okay.
So that's it, man. Look how perfectly timed that movie line was placed in the trailer. It was great.
It's great. All right. Check us out on Facebook, 3 Geeks Flix. Give us a like, comment, holler, troll us. You don't do Facebook, we've got Twitter. It's at the number 3 Geeks Flix. Flix, of course, is spelled Flix. Follow there, holler there, troll us there. Get involved, folks. Get on YouTube. Give us a subscribe. Give us a holler. Comment below. Let us know you're out there. We want to make you part of this show, of this family of third geeks that are out there to give each other a voice, to let each other know how we feel, what we think, what we want to see. That way we would get you involved and we can make your voice heard on this show with you, not just through us. So, that's the whole point of it, because necessarily speaking, the Muse may not, quite frankly, agree. And why are you pointing?
I'm telling you.
What?
Continue.
Continue. Well, I have your permission to continue. What do
you make it?
What do I amuse you? Am I a clown? Do I make you laugh?
You amuse me.
Amusing. Shut the f*** up, Donnie. Why am I the one cussing these last few episodes? I mean, really? It's like you're provoking me. Oh, well, anyways. Appreciate y'all sticking around, and stay tuned to the glow of those monitors, because we're going to catch you next time. Good night.
Whenever we finish this video,
Okay.
and you finish your ending, and you say the tune to blow those monitors, because we're going to catch you next time, and you wink, and you say goodnight, I'm going to say something that's going to blow your mind.
Okay.
And then immediately following that, I want to say something that's really going to piss you off.
Like a carousel of frickin' emotion right now.
Well,
I mean, how do you expect someone to... I've got a show to do, and you're going to drop that on me right before it.
I've never seen the first Blade Runner.
Okay.
Never seen it.
Okay.
Are you ready for the next part?
Yes.
I'm just kidding. I've watched it.
Oh, did you...
As I say hello, everyone, Justin, I'm going to say, go have sex with your mother.
It was a cold, dark night in 2012. I walked into a drug clinic hoping for a job. And what I got in return was a family.
And that f***ing precious.